we thank God it's Friday, another beautiful day, a beautiful new Friday for you and I. It's new because you don't know what God has in store for you. And our prayer, anytime we have the opportunity of coming up like this, is to say, thank God for the gift of life. Thank God that you're here, we are here. And, you can always find that grace and a privilege to tune in to join us. So thank God for another beautiful day. Baraka Juma to our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. We love you, we celebrate grace over you. And we know that all will be well concerning our nation, Nigeria, because we're still celebrating the 65th annual independence of Nigeria. So it's still all about giving God thanks. Someone said, if Americans say God bless America, what do you say about your own country? God bless Nigeria. Whether you like it or not, that's my own prayer for Nigeria. God will bless Nigeria. Nigeria will become a great nation and we will leave a beautiful gift. Whatever is bad there, God will remove it for the benefit of those of us who are praying for the good of the land. Okay, so Family and Value is a program that comes on your air from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Galaxy Television, Mondays through Friday. We talk about family, we talk about finances, we talk about shelter, we talk about upkeep, your diet, we talk about your health, your well-being, your mental state of health. We talk about relationship. Wow. We talk about attitude. We talk about how grateful, like we have gratitude. We talk about your independence. We talk about your safety. We talk about your wellness. We talk about everything that makes you. We talk about the unborn child. What are your plans for those baby that you are praying to God? God, give me children. I want children. Someone said, stop saying children. Okay, I want children. I'm just being sarcastic about it. I want children. What kind of children do you want? What plans do you have for them? We don't leave anything out of space when we talk about family and values. And you can always join us on the social media page, on Catch Up, on Facebook, on our YouTube page. Live, you can download that Galaxy mobile app and you'll be there live to watch every of our program as we go on live. Don't forget on UHF27 on StarTimes 112 on ABO application, on Open application. And you can just find us here and there. We're on the move, we're on the go, we're mobile. So you can always reach out to be part of Family and Values. So catch up with us. If you missed any, go to our YouTube page. On our Instagram, you can see the, sneak peek there. And I'm not here alone because I have a younger version of Nigerian baby.
Oh.
Okay, as we celebrate Friday, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Mama Jenny. You look good too. I love your outfit. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. I love your outfit, and I will take it on with me today.
Oh my God! I have another joy here, so don't worry. Something will happen.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. I
don't like promises. But something I like quiet.
Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Family and Values, where we talk about the cause of family, relationship, and marriage. So today's episode is going to be very, very exciting. I am so excited about this one because we are having another Gen Z on this episode. So wait, because it's about to get very, very lit and very informative. Stay seated. My name is Gratitude Dimokode, your Gen Z host.
Okay, you heard it. Gen Z host is here, and it's time for us to move in the Gen Z way as we go for our mini feature. We will be right back, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. This morning, I'm so sorry we have to take a little bit of time so that you understand what we're about to discuss. I said we're going for a social media mini feature, and I'm sure you can actually get what I mean by social media mini feature. I was telling them in the studio, on the social media, the young ones rock it best. They rock it best, they rock it better. Okay, so this morning we're looking at social media's dilemma, okay? The likes versus the real life. This morning to discuss this topic, we have Vianney Obeiwe.
Obeyoye.
Yes, Obeyoye. She is an author and also a public speaker. She's joining us live on Zoom right here from Lagos. Okay, so Vianney, are you there? Okay. So while Vianney is trying to get across to us as it is right now, we'll be going on the way to talk about what exactly do we need to validate ourselves with social media? Do we need to get social media consent to do certain things? Why is social media a thing that many people just believe? Of course, we make success story, we make big money from social media. Okay. Hello, Vianney, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Okay, it's so good to have you. How
Thank
are you
you.
this morning? Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
I know you're you're a public speaker, so I'm sure you have one or two things to do this weekend, right?
Yes.
So thank God we could get some of your time to talk this morning. I want to ask,
Okay.
why do we feel validated when it comes to getting ourselves an online approval? Why? Why do we need an online approval to validate anything we do? Why? How important is social media?
First, I would say social media is very, very important. But over time, I've come to realize that persons have lost themselves in the process. And in that way, they tend to use social media as a template to their lives. So it's not like, everything that has an advantage has a disadvantage. So people are just, they are mirroring their life through social media, and sometimes I feel it doesn't really make sense. But on the contrary, on the second hand, rather, I would say that social media is of great essence. For example, some people business, social media has a long road to play by putting a person out there and getting you more clientele. But it just depends on what we want to take out of social media itself. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vianney. So I'm going to say something pertaining to real life confidence, because many a times we see how Gen Zs especially react when they don't get so many likes on a particular post. They get almost depressed, most of them, and it's so funny. So I'm going to ask this question: how does social media affect real life confidence? Is it reasonable for social media to affect real life confidence? Is it justifiable to say it is possible for the likes, reactions from your followers, viewers to affect your confidence in real life as a person?
Okay. So my question is, no, it is not justifiable. Why should social media affect your confidence? First off, you have to know why you do what you do. So currently, I do content. My mindset is, let my content be out there. I know what I'm doing is good. So I'm not waiting for like the likes to affect my personality. You know, when they say confidence, it means your composure, everything that relates to you. So you are trying to say that everything you are trying to do doesn't make sense until it gets maybe a million thumbs up or what have you. So the long and short I would say is, social media affects some people's confidence because they want social media to affect their confidence. So put in your efforts, do what you are doing. Over time, people will get to know you and you'll be accepted, and that will just naturally. And let me also put something out there. You know that people go as far as buying likes. So my question is, why do you box yourself by getting depressed and want to allow this like to affect your emotions? You do not even know that, okay, if you are trying to compete with me, you don't know whether I'm like, and your life is just natural, organic people life, and my own is 1 million and I bought it. So why are you getting yourself depressing yourself? It's actually of no value. So you just try to picture out of the spot. It's over there on the social media that if you have 1 million, if you have 1 million likes, then you are doing well. But emotionally, are you doing well? So your self-worth has to be in place. Your mental sanity has to be and you have to watch out for your mental health. so that you don't have to break down while you are trying to be out there.
Well
Okay,
said.
Vianney, thank you
Yes.
so much. You know what you're going to do for me?
No,
I
please.
want you to put this together because we need to go for a short break. So you need to hold on, don't go anywhere, don't touch your phone, don't leave that spot that you are, okay? We are getting it right. We need to take this short break. And when we come back, I'll be asking, what is the difference between authenticity and influence? What is the difference? We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere, stay tuned. With Vianney, that was our word of marble. I hope you're able to pick up one or two, ideas from that word of marble. That's the essence. We need to pick something that relates to either what we're discussing or can actually trigger something, an idea from your mind. Okay, so Vianney, are you still there? Hello, Vianney.
I'm with you.
Okay, so I want to ask, what's the difference between influence and authenticity? What's the difference when we look at social media? Because many will look at it and say, this one is authentic. In short, all these kids, thank God you said you also press, you do make skits. Sometimes you see certain skits and you're like, wow. And before you know it, maybe you posted it like 30 minutes ago and you have so much likes, comments, So what's the difference between influence and authenticity when we talk about social media? What does it really do to help the social media, to boost what it's made for?
Okay. So now, first, start by individual expectation. Authenticity. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Authenticity.
Okay, so the authenticity needs to be true to yourself. So you are not working based on social pressure, external expectations. So it simply means, okay, if you are a content creator, it simply means you are working on content as it makes your need, and you are comfortable doing that.
Hello,
Okay.
Vianney, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so we are listening to you. Go on.
Okay, so the word influence means ability to be able to influence people. For me, I would say that influence comes bit by bit. But as people in the generation, as young people, we want to buy time and want to rush things. So we necessarily do not mind to fake it on to make it. We want to do it. Oh, may not be like I don't belong. We can just rush, anyhow. And that's why you see sometimes content creators will do content and they can't keep up with it because they run out of ideas. So you being authentic means that you being able to keep up with your track record. You being creative. It's not because, okay, someone said, okay, you now, as a child growing up, okay, you have to start singing. Then your parents help you to write lyrics and the likes. And when you are maybe in your 20s or in your 30s, you run out of ideas. No. So you being authentic, you keeping to that niche and that idea that keeps you running.
All right. Well said. So now I want you to talk to the Gen Zs because you and I are Gen Zs. We understand each other. So now we want to relate to the Gen Zs out there because many a times we see Gen Zs lose themselves because of social media validation. You see them not being able to lay boundaries or not being able to separate real life and social media. So now, how can Gen Zs use social media positively without losing themselves or their identity?
Okay. So when it comes to yourself, it simply means that so anyone that social media has successfully made he or she to do it or herself, that means that person has lost his self-worth. It starts from it starts from your thought process. Personally, lock your values as a human being. So it is when you can easily be moved by peer pressure. That's when social media can have a negative influence on you. But on the contrary, just like I said earlier on in the beginning of the conversation, I said that social media is of great essence. And to not forget that likes and comments can be bought. Do not stress yourself. Take your life step by step. Take things jetted. Don't hurry yourself. You know they don't go anywhere. So just take your life with ease. Keep on putting your effort. Keep on doing your best. With a mindset and with the spirit of hope that definitely I'll get there and things get better. So when I hear people say that social media is intimidating me or I feel bad, first off, I want to quickly give this example. Do you notice that when we snap pictures and we want to post on social media handles, we do not post the ones that are not beautiful. We can have like 20 pictures and we go on to post only 4 or 5. Because we selected them, we filtered them. That is social media for you, my lovely Gen Z. So social media is all about featuring the goodness or featuring the perfection to upload it. So how you getting worked up? I do YouTube videos sometimes and I do motivational speaking. And one thing I usually do is when I make errors, nobody knows. When we are trying to make a reaction shot, nobody knows. So we can have like maybe a 3-minute video and we like pause and play, maybe like 4 times. You would not know. So you get to watch my video and you are smiling or you are learning 1 or 2 from it. So I make you see what I want you to see. That is social media. So don't get yourself worked up, don't get pressured. Just take your time and ensure that social media pays your bills. If you are trying to use social media, make sure that you are using social media to promote your business. Use it to advertise yourself. Don't get worried about, I didn't get likes. Let me tell you, your fans might not like your video, but I promise you, they see everyone thing that you post on social media. I promise you that. So don't worry yourself, just be good.
Okay, I so much agree with you. You know, sometimes if I'm posting, I don't want to know, even if it's just 5 members of my family or my friends.
Honestly.
But even before you get to that post, I just love myself. And I always tell anyone, anytime I'm comparing or any talk I'm doing, I'll tell you, be the first person who, love yourself. Be your first favorite. Be your first favorite. Now, let me use this particular analogy of Falagade Banks. I've forgotten his social media name now. This guy that always dressed like an Ekiti or something, Jesha woman, He celebrated himself recently and he said this is a journey of so many years that it even got to a stage that, when he's trying to create his kits, in the house before he became who he is now. He said the neighbor will come in and say, you are making noise, you're making noise. Now, this is where I'm going. A social media post, is it supposed to have the likes or to impact life? What is social media post supposed to do? Is it to impact life or to get the likes?
This is a very question. So social media post, the first goal on your agenda is supposed to impact lives. But we subjected to getting validation from getting likes. I don't see sincerely. I've come to the extent where I don't want to bother myself about likes again. Once I put out my post there, and I am sure I have post, I know that people are seeing it. So in the long run, that means it's impacting life. And so I'm unperturbed, I'm not worried. So your social media and support impact life. So now it goes back to what intention do you have for making that post? It all depends on the individual right now. But basically, it's supposed to just impact life. And you want to get responses like, I want to say thank you so much for the last post that you made. I was having a downtime and it really impacted my life, stuff like that. I was about committing suicide, and when I saw your post, I became better. Do you get so it revive people, it makes people should when I want you to just self work.
Are you
Diana,
there?
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, well said. So right now, I want you, finally, I want you to talk to Gen Z, because first off, you are an author, you are a public speaker, and in your recent book, the last book you wrote, I Am the Solution, you wrote so many things about discovering yourself, finding you. And I think that's the first step to take when it comes to wanting validation from people, from social media. When you are aware of yourself, when you know that, okay, this is the value I carry, this is my worth, you would not be moved or trying to be validated by anybody or social media. So I want you to give a word or two extensively to the Gen Zs out there, because right now they are the target for this particular topic. We really need to speak to them. So what would you say to them for them to see the truth, for them to embrace themselves and rediscover their self that they've lost?
Okay. So to every problem, we know that to every problem there is a solution. So first of all, you have to go back to your board by knowing yourself. Know your self-worth. Be aware of yourself. Most people in our generation, almost Gen Zs, have lost their self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
It is when you lose your self-esteem that anything like it. One of the reasons why I published my Facebook, Optimizing Your Youth, a guide to successful living last year, I was like, many people are just living without any sense of accountability. So let me write. And this year again, I thought about let me write compliments again to reach out to them about being the solution. We know that most African homes grow up in a very funny way.
Mm.
Most people do not most parents have not been able to let their children know that you are good just the way you are. You are perfect. So right now, everything tends to look like it. Even like say anywhere Bella go, but go. So because we see, okay, a larger percentage goes in that, even if it is wrong, let's go there. Let's not look as if I'm the only one standing at the right hand side. So what I'm trying to say is have value for yourself. Know why you are here. Remember, you are not a follow. You have your purpose. God has a plan for creating you. Work in accordance with God's plan. Yes, it may seem like things are not going the way I want it to go right now, but keep your eyes on the goal. Keep living right. Remember, you are accountable to God. And you have to make God proud and make yourself proud. So do things rightly and live the real life that you've been created to, and not just a copy and paste. Because social media is making you to live copy and paste. This was how this person did. Let me do my own like that. So we lost our originality. So there's no need for copy and paste. Just live your life to the standard of God, with the mindset that we owe Him explanation and what has going to do with the life that He has given us.
Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Wow. Vianney, you really dealt with this topic today.
Mm-hmm.
Really appreciate the fact that you are here and you could make it. A big shout out to Vianney Obeyoye. It's so good to have you. She is an author and also public speaker. Wish you the very best of the weekend. Thank you for joining us on Family and Values this morning. Have a splendid day ahead of you. Bye. Yeah. Okay, so we've been talking with Vianney, and what kept on, surfacing and bringing itself to my notice is, I think social media should be more of impactation.
Yes.
Impact lives around
Mm-hmm.
you. Whether the lives come, whether it doesn't come. But I tell you, the moment you even impact life and, someone was there to watch, to see what you posted,
Mm-hmm.
definitely there'll be likes.
No life.
So it's not just about the life. 1 million, 2 million. Stop running after 1 million. Okay? Stop running after, they will pay you. Why not first impact lives?
Mm-hmm.
Impact their lives. Do it right. Don't run after things that at the end of the day is just about the money. Anyway, and right now everything is about the money.
About money.
Gen Zs, what's happening?
I really don't know. I really don't know. Everything shouldn't be about money.
Yeah, but
It should be
they'll tell
about
you they need
impacting
money
lives.
to run things.
Mm-hmm. But first, impact life, because you feel fulfilled when you have impacted someone.
They will tell you that
Not-
not bring money to their table.
Honestly, they would actually say that. I can't defend you
One day
guys
I'm
on
going
this
to
one.
put you
I'm sorry.
on the upseat. I'm going to put her on the upseat. one day.
Please don't.
And she really need to let us, and maybe we'll have a conference seat. We'll have a seat whereby
Mm-hmm.
we talk with the Gen Zs on family and values.
Ask them questions. I think that's a good idea, though.
President is watching.
Yes.
Uncle Steve, we are going to bring the Gen Zs in. Uncle Steve loved the Gen Z so much. So we're
He
going to bring
does.
them in and we'll talk about family things. Why money, 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 money? Yes, you have to make money. Yes, you need money. But should we run after money and leave the important things
things.
of life and forget where we're coming from, lose value, and forget that money will fly one day. Money flies.
Definitely.
The Holy Book says so. Money fly. Develop wings and just fly away. So Yoruba people will say, should I say it?
Yes, of
Will
course.
say,
Mm-hmm. I know you're going to ask me to say it in my language. I know that's the next thing, but I am
Okay,
so
let me
talk
say
straight shades, please. Please.
but it means that sometimes you have money, sometimes you don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that it's the end of life. Okay.
True.
Then there's this another. I will say that one next week. It's been a wonderful time sharing
Yes,
with
an
you. So,
amazing time. Amazing time. So what I would say to our viewers out there, my final words to our viewers out there is that today is Friday. Take this time aside for yourself. Make it and target finding you. Find what works for you. Find your self-worth. Because if you know you are aware of this part of you, you know what you carry. You know the grace you carry. You know the value and virtue you carry. There are so many places you will not find yourself. There are so many things that you won't even have to go through because you're already aware of yourself. So that should be the first step to whatever you are dealing with or whatever you want to venture into. Finding you is the hashtag for this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us on this amazing episode of Family and Values. See you same time, same station on Monday. Yes. So my name is Gratitude Imokwede, your Gen Z host.
okay, Gratitude just hit you on the head. 10 a.m. Monday till 11 a.m. on Monday will be another beautiful time to share, to relate, to talk, to entertain, to relate, and also to communicate with you on family and values. I wish you the very best of the weekend on behalf of everyone who has made this show a success this week, from our supervising producer to our HOP, Mr. Diwali, Mr. Taslim, all the camera crew, the MCR, editor, thank you. Yanulua Michelle, and also to our darling Kalista at station, thank you, and our irate family with our beautiful voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I smile out this morning. My name is Sirimin Oluri. I'm delighted to see you. Enjoy yourself. Be good to yourself. Relate well. And one of our guests says sometimes, let it regulate first. When someone is pushing something away, let it regulate before you relate.